Caitlin Clark one-ups A'ja Wilson with banner achievement. Rising WNBA star and 2024 Time Magazine Player of the Year, Caitlin Clark has transformed the league with her historic impact on and off the court. Despite million-dollar offers to play in the unrivaled 3-on-3 league, Clark chose to prioritize his rest and preparation for a second season with the Indiana Fever. Her rivalry and mutual respect with A'ja Wilson have elevated women's basketball to new heights, as she leads her team to unprecedented achievements, such as returning to the playoffs. LeBron James blasts Final Four officials. Friday's Final Four matchup between the UConn Huskies, led by Paige Bueckers, and the Iowa Hawkeyes, led by Caitlin Clark, ended in controversial fashion thanks to a foul call on a possible game-winning possession. And naturally, some of the biggest personalities in sports took notice of the moment, including Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James. UConn had a chance to win the game with the ball and 9.6 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Any kind of basket would have secured a matchup with South Carolina in the national championship for the Huskies. After inbounding the ball, UConn looked to get Bueckers a good look for the last shot. The play was for forward Aaliyah Edwards to set an off-ball screen to try and free up Bueckers. Edwards delivered the screen, but was called for an offensive foul, giving the ball back to Iowa, with just seconds remaining. You be the judge, but it certainly appeared to be a pretty ticky-tack call from the officials at such a key moment in the game. This outraged fans, hoping for an exciting ending, including LeBron James. Obviously, nobody truly knows what would have happened if UConn indeed got to take the potential game-winning shot. Maybe they would have missed, and it would have been all for naught. But for UConn to have this opportunity ripped away from them by the refs in this situation is obviously a disappointing result to everyone watching except for Iowa fans. And one of the greatest to ever touch a basketball in LeBron James certainly was a part of the outrage from fellow viewers. Does Caitlin Clark need to control her emotions? When considering the idea that she scored 25 points while grabbing 8 rebounds and providing 8 assists, one can sympathize with Caitlin Clark for being frustrated by what ultimately turned out to be a loss for her and the Indiana Fever. She also managed to set a franchise record for the most threes in a season in a losing effort. On the other hand, there's a point when anger does no good. Caitlin Clark discusses emotional control or lack thereof. On Friday night, the Indiana Fever took a 5-point lead into the locker room at halftime and looked to be on their way to another all-important win. Unfortunately, the break did not have the desired effect as the Fever went on to score just 12 points in the third quarter, eventually falling to the Minnesota Lynx 99-88. Frustrating to say the least. As mentioned before, Caitlin Clark was as expected prolific. Sadly, her contribution was not enough to inspire the Fever to another win, and it was something that she admitted post-game had a negative effect on her.